alert, they're all on the downfall. I work in the industry and it's all shit behind the scenes. It's cheaper to run Twitter 100%. I work with some people affiliated with Twitter. I do web dev for Twitter, and all I can say is behind the scenes, corny, sorry. Twitter HQ is entirely fucked. Everyone is at each other's throats. Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising me at all. A lot of Silicon Valley tech giants are currently coming to the recognition that without 0% interest rates or near 0% interest rates, their entire industry is built upon lies and lies, because most of it relies on being the first to monopolize an entire sector. Like, they all ran on that with the hopes that they could offer, unique unique tech, but the reality is they just want to be like the next Google, so they can dominate all advertisement in a specific sector. So every single disruptor is just disrupting either A, labor laws and labor regulations that are in existence already, like Uber, or B, trying to be the next Amazon and like dominate not e-commerce, but do what Amazon did to e-commerce, but for one part of one part of the internet. Anyone saying you can run target ads on Reddit is so wrong. It's laughable. I also work in the industry. It's bad back here, but at least look at it from a lens of someone or sources that know what they're talking about. I meet with Twitter and Meta ad teams weekly, and this is how they make money. I've never met with a Reddit ad rep. Okay, you're unfortunately hyper-focused on your own personal experience. Did you say that Twitter and Meta is doing well? Did you say that Twitter is doing well on an advertisement? They have an advertisement revenue structure that is significantly better than Reddit does. You and I agree on that. And Twitter itself is not doing great on the revenue side. So they're all bleeding money, because ultimately the only way that they can sustain is by having an endless supply of funds from suckers that go, oh yeah, I actually think that this they have revealed a new product and they're actually going to be the dominant application for social media. Making millions year over year ain't bleeding. I mean, I don't think Twitter is doing that great. Making billions? Yeah. Is Twitter doing great? I don't think so. Think about how many fucking people work at Twitter. In a lot of circumstances, these companies they cost more to run than what they're worth and how much revenue they generate. If ultimately they're not profitable, then there has to be another vehicle for them existing. Twitter refused to pay Google Cloud bill. Corner platformer, the $1 billion contract is up for renewal this month, and the dispute could lead some Twitter safety services going offline. What? I don't know. I don't. I like what the Redditors are doing. I am a firm believer that the internet should be a place for sharing and for piracy and for porn. So actions like this is great. They're showing solidarity to maintain that aspect of the internet. Reddit trying to milk any ounce of revenue they can off of third-party APIs that make their website more usable and greatly boost their traffic, I think is a silly way to do it. What they should instead focus on is, and I say this to Twitch all the time, find new ways of generating revenue. Not off of like the backs of people that not off the backs of people that are making your platform more usable that you don't have any control over, but instead from better advertisement initiatives. You know what I mean? Sell something. I feel like companies used to do that back in the day. You know what I mean? It's the basic principle behind a fucking lemonade stand. You can't make a lemonade stand and then expect people to just like buy your lemonade when you're not even serving any fucking lemonade. Just like, well, I have to stand here, and if you like the concept of a lemonade, then please give me money, and that would be great. Like, innovate new ways of generating value and generating revenue. Same with Twitch. Instead of going after the content creators that you're already taking a percentage of their revenue from, that they are generating on this fucking website to cover the back end costs, cover the overhead costs, especially when you're owned by Amazon, find new innovative ways of increasing discoverability, both platform-wide and also outside of the platform. Market Twitch and Twitch creators to the rest of the internet. Okay, find initiatives to do such a thing. Find new advertisement services. So it's not just top of the hour ad breaks that content creators are running for 3 minutes. As they tell you, well, if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Instead of that, though, the easier and short-term solution is to see what you can get away with by milking the people that are generating any kind of value for your platform. Content creators are the ones who are always doing that, so they are the ones who are going to suffer in this regard. Okay? Here's the 3-minute ad break now, by the way, which you can avoid by subscribing or by getting gifted a sub. Thank you, Plant Bake, for the 5 gifted subs. But like I said, I don't know how Reddit would be a profitable platform worth billions, tens of billions of dollars, because I don't know. A lot of what Reddit is an aggregator service that pushes you to other websites. What are they going to do? Kill links on the platform? Why the fuck would you go on Reddit then? It's literally a fucking forum. Like, it's like the most usable forum. Anyway. For the nuanced opinions? What? First of all, I don't think Reddit is for the nuanced opinions. Okay, make no mistake.
It's r/MacGaming is a Reddit that I've been using for the last week to work on a video regarding playing PC games on modern Macintosh systems. If I can't access Reddits to understand and research and do anything else, then I'm probably not going to touch Reddit, period. Again, the point is, it comes all the way down to these insanely large Reddit communities that allow like-minded people to hyperfixate and research and understand specific niches all day, every day. If you can't do that, Reddit doesn't function. If I can't look at memes on Reddit, I'm not going to be on there. If I can't look up a problem on Google, to hit space and type Reddit right afterwards, congratulations, the allure of your site is dead. So ladies and gentlemen, maybe some other platform rises up, maybe some other Reddit-like situation kicks in, but that is only contingent if this protest sticks on longer than 48 hours. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Reddit's dead, and there's a protest going on. Hopefully, this protest lasts a lot longer than it's proposed. Hopefully, it's indefinite. Because if it is, this website will definitely have to capitulate to these users. But that all depends on the will of Redditors around, and we all know Redditors are some of the most weak-willed motherfuckers ever on the face of this earth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.
True.
Street Fighter 6 is the sequel to Street Fighter 5, which was the prequel to the first of 3 versions of Street Fighter 3, which came out 19 years earlier. All of this makes more sense to me than doing combos in Street Fighter 4. Let's get straight to business. Street Fighter 6 has working online play. When 5 came out, it launched without an arcade mode, and the online played like this. With Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter is back to being a real video game. The matchmaking is fast, the load times are quick, and when you get into matches, you can actually play the game. Gotcha. You dead, boy. And the game is a lot of fun. You can parry like Street Fighter 3, you can do a risky chungo slam like 4 and dash in with the green mode. You can spend some meter to do a counter blast, but if you run out of juice, you enter the danger mode, which is bad. You don't want to be in that mode. Nope. Capcom is trying to make players at every skill level feel more powerful. There's a funny announcer that does commentary over your matches like you're playing at EVO.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. There's a bar on his torso. Player 1, they're going for the super RKO.
Beginners can destroy the AI in World Tour mode. Novice players can use the modern control scheme to spam specials with the press of a button. Intermediate players can outperform combos, and expert players can just clean house with all these new players coming to the game. I did not expect to get a good ranking in Street Fighter because Street Fighter is hard, but then I went on a 16-match win streak and got placed in Platinum. So since I get to win a lot, this is a good game. You gotta go for my funny move. And he's out of there. Okay. The arcade.
This is why I don't fucking play these fighting games, man. This shit is so frustrating. There's something that's like extra frustrating about fighting games. When you're getting your ass beat on camera, it makes you feel like you're actually getting your fucking ass beat. The only other game that made me that angry ever was MOBA games. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just so frustrating.
Mode is what you would expect from a modern fighting game. The higher level AIs can put up a nice challenge, but the character endings are pretty abysmal. Remember in Street Fighter 2 when you're at the award ceremony and Ryu doesn't even show up? He's like, I don't give a shit about the money. I'm already walking to the next challenge. That was a badass ending. In Street Fighter 6, Ryu's ending is that a dude looks at that ending on his phone. Like, come on, man.
You know what? Maybe this ain't so bad.
Yes, it is. Shut up. I miss the days when fighting games had to tell their story through the arcade mode instead of some gimmicky single-player mode like World Tour mode. The best thing about World Tour mode is the character creator.
Yeah, gotta say, you're photogenic.
Basically, you run around a 3D city punching people on the sidewalk because the game is called Street Fighter. Hold right trigger and press an attack button to perform the master action. So hold this and I uppercut the grandma. It's surprising how much effort went into this, but like most gimmick modes, it mostly squanders what's great about the game. The computer players are set to a very low difficulty where they barely even fight back. They just kind of stand there and die. It's not a good mode, but it is a very funny mode.
You're strong.
There's a lot of new faces on this roster. I fought Roomba, I fought Refrigerator, I fought Truck, I fought Basketball. When I entered the online lobby, I noticed that my monstrosity of a character actually fit in very well with this community.
What is happening? Why is it that, like, when left to their own devices, gamers make the most insane characters, bro? Like, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I certainly would not be making that kind of character. I'd be making a character that like that looks like me but fucking jacked. You know what I mean?
Over here at this desk, you can enter tournaments which do not actually work, and then the guy behind the desk dances while you yell at him. There is also a rotating selection of arcade cabinets where you can compete each day for high scores. This is a really cool feature. You can play Mega Man to Power Battle. People who don't know any better can play Street Fighter 1. In Final Fight, you slam through the same city from World Tour mode, except instead of winning indefinitely, you die immediately. Now when people go, "Oh, Donkey, you suck at Street Fighter," I can be like, "Oh yeah? Then explain how I'm ranked 62 on Volgus." Even though my character looks like he belongs in the Smeagol game, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Street Fighter 6 is more fun than Smeagol game. Anybody who knows about fighting games knows about the 3 a.m. test, okay? Street Fighter 6 has passed that test multiple times, where you look at the clock and go, "Oh, okay, we gotta get off of this now."
Dude, his character is so grotesque. It's like hard to look at. I don't know how he did it, but he fucking did it. I'm like, yesterday I saw Andrew Tate character. Oh God. So the person who made an Andrew Tate character is either the worst person or the funniest person. Oh, before I forget, here's Charlie Kirk. He had some fun shit. Here's Turning Point USA. At his Young Women's Conference, Charlie Kirk held a Toilet Paper USA Women's Leadership Summit. Here's some of the, I mean, I'm not going to show you the Riley Gaines highlights. It's fucking annoying. But this is a funny one. At least let's look at the funny one. Okay, here it is.
From the last question, but I just wanted to ask, since from the conservative movement, a lot of people are pushing, getting married young, having kids young, starting a family, and from a Christian perspective, this culture of dating isn't really in the Bible. So I was just going to ask from, a Christian perspective, someone who's young and just started dating, what is your advice in dating and pursuing marriage as a Christian?
Sure, great question. First of all, let me ask, who here wants to find a husband? Raise your hand. Okay, so he's going to kill me. There's someone that works for my team who's very high IQ. If you could email me resumes, freedom@charliekirk.com. I'm not kidding. He's going to murder me. So he's very smart, so freedom@charliekirk.com. I could tell you, very ethical, very capable.
That was insane. Here you have the conservative mating ritual. Resumes. As you noticed, there is no longer any biodiversity. These are all white, blonde women. The alpha dog in the room is the only male allowed in the room. He is, of course, treated like a higher species as a male. And in that process, he has decided to lie and say his friend has very high IQ, when in fact he is talking about himself, and his IQ is not very high. Here you see the alpha dog with a tiny face on a gigantic dome, trying desperately to feel